Okay, it's 4:40 p.m. I am completely nude, wandering around my apartment, kind of not knowing where to start. Today was a really bad day at work. Not anything that happened, but just that I could not focus on anything today. I'm really starting to doubt whether taking my medication 6 days a week instead of 5 days a week is actually starting to weaken it. And yeah, I logged out 2 hours early and I've been in the bathtub for the last hour and a half. And my apartment is messy again. How does this happen every day? How does this happen every goddamn day that I have to clean up? And yeah, so I got out of the bath. I'm like, just having trouble starting anything. So, next time I appear on camera, which is going to be as quickly as possible, I am going to have clothes on. Okay. I am suffering from ADHD, and something that helps is make a list. Make a list of things to do. I'm going to make a list right now. Okay, I'm really not trying to be funny here, but this is my to-do list. Okay, first, I'm going to reset the apartment. By that, I mean everything in my apartment has a home that it lives in, and I'm going to put all the things back in their homes, and I'm going to do the dishes and wipe down the surfaces that are frequently used. Two, I am going to write in my journal. I'm going to try and figure out, because I'm also upset about something, and I don't know what it is. So I'm going to write in my journal, and I'm going to talk about how I feel, and I'm going to try and figure out what is wrong. Then I'm going to cry. I can already feel that it's in there. It just is not coming out. So then I'm going to cry real good. And then after that, I'm going to make a spreadsheet of a physical writing spreadsheet of my habit app so that I can use it as a prop in my videos, and it will motivate me to do the healthy habits every day that I need to be doing anyway. I'm also physically agitated right now. My body is all worked up, so I'm going to take a Xanax to help with that. And not every time you see me taking pills is it Xanax. The Xanax is sweet like candy, which is why I just stuck it in my mouth with no water. I can chew it. And not every time you see me taking pills is it Xanax. Like, I also take a regular sedative 4 times a day, 8, 12, 4, and 8. And other pills throughout the day as well. So this is only, like, it's called a rescue drug, so this is only when I'm agitated. And that I also need to mark on my calendar that I've taken it. So this box over the number right here means that I took a Xanax this day, and I mark that when it happens. You can see on Saturday I took 2 of them. Because the last time I spoke to my psychiatrist, I said that I was taking between 3 and 4 a week. And if that changes, both he and I need to know that. Fuck, it's 5:10 and guess who didn't take their 4 o'clock sedative? Okay, that tracks. Okay, this is what the apartment looks like when it's reset. In the living room, the furniture is straight. There are no cups anywhere. Then in the kitchen, everything is tidied up. All of the dishes are done. The stove is wiped off. No dishes. Both the countertops are wiped off. Then in the hallway, the boots are in order. I cleaned the cat box back there. In my bedroom, my bed is made. My personal computer is charging. Then on my work computer, all of my shit is closed. There are no tabs open. And over here in the bathroom, the floor is more or less clean, and everything is just in its place. And as a bonus, I brushed the cat and clipped his nails because he needed it. Okay, well, I went ahead and I did both of these at the same time. Okay, so this is what I figured out. Most of what I was feeling today, well, first of all, here are some problems that I had today. One, I bought myself a Diet Mountain Dew at the grocery store last night, because that's something I like to do for myself at the store, is have a treat. But by the time I got home, it was too late, and I didn't want to drink it because of the caffeine. And so I had it in the house, and this morning, I drank it right away when I woke up, wow. And And I took it right when I was taking my ADHD meds, my stimulant meds. And I know that when I combine my stimulant meds with caffeine, it goes haywire. And so I had this very tempting thing in my house right away in the morning, and my impulse control is pretty garbage. So I don't keep like caffeinated sodas in my house, because I have trouble resisting them. Then throughout the day, I had poor work hygiene at work today. I wasn't following my to-do list. I was looking at social media all day, including the stats on my YouTube videos. I know that my YouTube videos only get like 200 views a video, but I am just constantly looking at the numbers in the YouTube Creator Studio, like how many views, how many likes, what percentage of the video did people watch? And that has been really distracting for me this week as I've been doing this VLOGMAS project, actually. So I was overstimulated in my body by combining my stimulant meds and a lot of caffeine. I was distracted by social media, which is a lot more stimulating than my job. And so when I'm at work, I need to not be looking at social media. We'll get into that and my habits later. And I also am just in general kind of overstimulated by the VLOGMAS project. Now, on top of that, I thought about VLOGMAS. VLOGMAS has been a big change to my routine. I'm thinking about making these videos. I'm spending time making them that I wasn't spending on before. And I have not adapted my life to fit around this project. And I'm going to keep doing this project. Like, I'm having a good time and I am enjoying interacting with people, but I need to make it work in my life. And part of what's been going wrong is that I have been neglecting my Habits app. The way that I reset my apartment, it took an hour to do. And part of the problem is that I'm supposed to be doing that every night, so it never gets this bad, right? And it's not just immediately messy the next day. And I haven't been drinking water. I haven't been writing in my journal to discuss my feelings. Like, there's a lot of things that I haven't been doing to take care of myself because I've felt like very, very busy this week. And I think that I've been making the videos my project while neglecting the necessities of my life. And then another thing that I thought of is that I think that I had a little PTSD trigger today. Like I said, I was looking at social media all day, so I saw and reblogged this post on Tumblr. Now, obviously, this is a joke post. I'm not saying that this post is bad, but so this is the post. Campy villain. Distraught 6-year-old coming up to me at a theme park. Can you help me find my parents? I don't know where they went. Me. Why do you think, as a minor, that you have any right to tell adults what to do? So, like, it's a joke. The joke is that the adult is extremely online and they're telling the minor not to tell them what to do. So, and this was a little triggering for me. It immediately brought up a memory for me that I didn't think was bothering me too bad, but I did wind up having a lot of feelings about it just now, about being about 10 years old. And my parents had divorced, and my mom was going through a period where she was spending a lot of time at the bar. And she would just leave me and my 2 younger sisters at home alone while she went out to the bar. And on one particular night, she had left at 7, 8 o'clock, something like that. And she had turned her cell phone off. So there was no way for us to reach her because we would just call her and cry and beg her to come home because it was midnight or something, and she didn't like that. She was out having her, a good time, whatever. But this night, she just disappeared. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and we had no idea where she was. And my dad had us on the weekend, so this was a school night, okay? And I couldn't call my dad because I was scared of him. And I was scared of what he would do to my mom if she knew that if he knew that she had done this. And it was just me, and I was taking care of my sisters, and everybody was so upset. And so I called the operator. This was back in the 90s. And if you dialed 0 on the phone, for the younger crowd, if you dialed 0 on the phone, it would take you to the phone operator, who was an actual person who would ask you what business you were trying to connect to, right? And so I called the operator, and I was like, "Hi, okay, I'm a kid. I don't really have a question. It's just my mom is gone. She went out, and I don't know what to do. It's 2 o'clock in the morning." And the operator said, like, "If you don't have a number that you need me to connect you to, I can't do anything for you," and like hung up on me. And I think that post immediately made me think of that, and that is just a very sad memory for me. My mom did eventually come home really late, and I found out later that she had been arrested for cocaine possession. And it was just one of so many traumatic events for me as a child. And so I just had a little cry about that. And then I looked online, and I remember from that night the Sega Genesis video game we were playing. It was the Pocahontas game, which came out in 1996. And we were also watching a movie called Monkey Trouble, which came out in 1993. And so I looked at some pictures from Monkey Trouble, and I watched part of a walkthrough of the Pocahontas game. And I feel better now that I have addressed that with myself. And yeah, and so now the next thing on the checklist is to do my habit apps, but I actually have to run over to my sister's house real quick because FedEx doesn't deliver to my building, and so I have to use her as a package depot, and I have so many Christmas presents at her house that she contacted me today and was like, "I have a mountain of packages for you. Hints." And so I said, "Okay, I'm sorry, I'll come get them tonight." So now I'm going to drive to my sister's house. Oops, I'm at a bar now. They have kombucha on tap for us alkies. And we're doing Titanic trivia. Number one.
Honestly, this is,
Oh my fuck! I definitely have a beard at this bar. Back home with packages. Love is a gift. It's 10:30, but I'm gonna start my video tomorrow with the habit spreadsheet. We'll go through the day and follow that. But for now, I am going to watch another David Cronenberg movie. Good night.